Hello, my beautiful friends. This is Lifestyle Manifesting. I'm Shannon, and on my channel, I talk all about manifesting as a lifestyle, every area of your life. If you need help, I do have one-on-one coaching available. I have a new course that's very successful, available for download. I have a VIP subscription group that's a monthly subscription if you want additional help and you want that support and motivation. And today I wanted to start talking about manifesting weight loss. I have a new affirmation video that I posted on YouTube, and this affirmation video is all about manifesting weight loss. I've had a lot of requests for that, so if you want to listen to that, I have that available now. So let's talk about manifesting body changes. It doesn't matter if it's weight loss, growing taller, making a change within your body, any health, it's the same process. So first of all, let's just talk specifically about manifesting weight loss. When you're manifesting weight loss, you want to do at least these two things, right? There's infinite ways to look at this, but I'm going to help you go about this by focusing on two things. First of all, you are going to give yourself love. You're going to come from that place of love and acceptance. Come from the place of loving your body and accepting your body. Because when you love and accept your body, you are going to the end and living in the wish fulfilled and living as if you have your desire. So you want to come from that place of loving your body, say beautiful things to your body, and you're looking at your body and appreciating it. It's love and appreciation. If you are not loving your body, then you're aligning with the reality that continues to show you that you're not loving your body. That's why you want to start with that core feeling of love for your body, the love and appreciation. If you keep complaining that you're not losing weight, your reality is going to reflect back to you, you're not losing weight. Okay, so the number one thing is coming from the place of love and acceptance. Love, appreciate your body, go through gratitude about your body and the appreciation and feeling blessed about your body. Number two, self-talk. Your how you talk to yourself, your inner conversations. What are you saying to yourself? Because your inner conversations and how you speak to yourself manifest in your body. And if you're looking in the mirror saying, you don't look good, and you're not losing weight, and why aren't you losing weight? Well, now you're looking and you're manifesting the reality based on what your inner conversation is. To live in the end of the identity of the person who lost weight, you need to have the thoughts of that person. And that's what my video has. The thought helps you have the thoughts, right? That self-concept of the version of you with those thoughts. So you got to reprogram your mind with how you talk to yourself. So what would you be saying to yourself? I look really great. I love how I feel in my body. I love that I lost the weight. I love that my clothes fit so good. I love that I'm my ideal body weight. I get compliments all the time. So those are the thoughts you would have. Not only that, when you have those thoughts, your world will reflect it to you. Your body is responding to you. Your body responds to what you say to yourself. All right. The affirmation video that I currently have available is listening to compliments about you. So it's in the third person perspective, but I do have another video coming out next, 8-hour sleep meditation, because the powerful thing with sleep is that you're in a state of no resistance. And when you're in a state of no resistance, you are in the place of accepting what you're hearing, right? Your subconscious mind is accepting your thoughts and the meditation and the words that you're saying to yourself. So the powerful times to specifically say affirmations is right before bed, while you sleep, listening to a meditation. While in your sleep, there is no resistance. Right before bed, you have less resistance, and you're open. Your subconscious mind is open and impressionable to these new beliefs. So same thing with first thing in the morning. Right before sleep and first thing in the morning, you're in a theta brainwave state where you are open to those impressions, or your subconscious mind is open and impressionable. Okay, so that's why you hear people say to say your affirmations at least those 2 times a day, because you're not if your if your conscious mind is saying, well, I don't feel that way, and no, I'm not, okay, well, you're more impressionable to accept that idea. I do love myself. I do love my body. My body feels great. I love how I feel in my body. I love that I look good in my bikini. I love that I look great in my bathing suit, right? I love that I look so good going to the beach. I love the compliments I receive in my body. All of those are the self-talk, right? The inner conversations that you would have, or that you would hear those things. So you want to have, that's why you want to create that, by having those conversations with yourself now about how you see yourself. And when you consistently see yourself that way, your subconscious mind, thank you, Jillian. When you continually see yourself that way, your subconscious mind goes to work and is at your command, okay? And so you want to make sure that you're not looking in the mirror and saying, well, it didn't happen, it's not working, because now you're giving a new command. The new command is, it's not working. Remember, you have to consistently persist in that new version of you and the new identity that you see yourself as. And that's how you get your manifestation, okay? When when you're having doubts and worries, you could tell yourself, that's okay, I know this is working. You can remind yourself that you can't even see what's happening at a cellular level in your body. Your cells are moving and regenerating, and they're listening to you, and everything in your world is listening to you. Every single thing in your world is listening to you. Listening to what you say, but also the beliefs that you already hold, things that you've said to yourself in the past. Maybe you already assumed that you have certain genetics, and that's why your body is the way it is. So you want to recreate those beliefs. And actually, my self-concept course is powerful to help you with manifesting weight loss, because you do want to, I have exercises where you pull and purge your current beliefs about your body. And you could use that with your specific person or your body or any manifestation, health, money. You want to first recognize what your beliefs are and get those out. Because if you believe it's genetics and that's the way your body is, that's not true. It's not true whatsoever. All right. So you want to change that belief, and you want to recreate knowing that you're unlimited, that you can create and be anything you want. Your body is already responding to you. Your body and your cells are the way they are because of the way you talk to yourself or the way you perceive yourself. All right, so let me answer some questions. How is everybody doing today? I'm starting my video with a topic and then moving on to questions. Savvy Fields. Hey Shannon, advice on keeping momentum when things aren't going how you want. Well, for momentum, first of all, they have to go the way you want. Okay, it feels like they're not going the way you want. Let me direct how this could, how you can move your thoughts in a new direction, okay? You think that things aren't going how you want because you're looking at the 3D reality for that evidence, but the 3D reality is not the causation. You are the causation. You're the causation. So if things aren't going the way you want, you have to remind yourself, I'm the causation, right? You remind yourself, I am the causation. Okay, 3D reality is old thoughts and things happening. That's okay. Sometimes until you're really stable on a new belief, old things, are popping up or opposite is happening, but your job is to go back to self and be more firm in your belief, your inner belief in your inner world. Be more firm on that. All right. So other ways to keep the momentum going. Okay. It feels like things are going south. You know that, you observe it and you say, well, I know I'm the creator, but how do you not, put your attention on it? Well, you have to put your attention somewhere else. Put your attention on gratitude. Put your attention on the good things happening in your life. Put your attention on something you enjoy doing and being in the present moment and being mindful. Same thing with sleep. While you're sleeping, you're not in any resistance because you're not having opposing thoughts about your desire. Okay, so during the day, how do you get into a place of non-resistance? Well, gratitude. You're not going to be worrying about that things are going wrong. You will worry about it a little bit, but you're going to say it's okay, right? It's self-soothing. Self-soothe yourself and refocus your attention. There are really so many ways to do that. Go out and have a blast doing something fun. Go buy yourself an ice cream cone and just decide this is delicious and I'm gonna have a treat that I enjoy. Go out, like meet up with a new friend or an old friend and go to lunch and just be completely present in the conversation. Okay, go to a movie where you're just really enjoying that and you got into the movie. You're not thinking about the momentum of the things going backwards. So once you get your mind and yourself and your emotions more stable, that's a good time to reaffirm your reality. You don't want to, preferred reality or desired reality. You don't want to try to affirm. You can affirm in the moment, but if it feels like there's a lot of resistance, it's better just to switch like your thoughts and your topic to something else. Domino Pizza. Hi. How to manifest a business idea. Okay, so you remember, you're thinking from the end of already having it. So what you have to say to yourself, what would my thoughts be? And you want to have a business idea. So what does that look like if you have a successful business? Okay, it looks like, well, you get to create what you want. So don't you want it to create it that like every day feels really good and every day I feel passionate about what I'm doing and I enjoy what I do. So there's that aspect of that. You could say an intention or you could affirm it, right? And command it into place. Either way, it works just as equally. I intend to come up with the best business idea that brings me this amount of money, like so much money that I have more money that I can spend, that money is always coming into my life. I intend to have really creative ideas that make millions of dollars. I intend to have creative, brilliant ideas that people love and they find value in those ideas. I intend to have a life of leisure and I'm not working hard and it's easy to work. And my business work week that load is so low. I'm having more fun in life. Or, there's also that idea of like you're passionate about what you do, that you enjoy working, but it doesn't feel like work, right? So what you do is number one, you're getting clear on if today you're going to create that, right? You have to create the future now, right now. What does that look like that you have a really great business? You don't have to know what the business is, but what does your day look like? It looks like I'm loving life. I have lots of money come in. People love my business. My business is thriving. All right, so any and all of that, all of that, that's how you manifest it. You want to identify yourself as that person who's a successful business owner. All right, your assumptions are manifesting. So you're going to affirm that consistently in your mind. You're going to persist, not necessarily consistently like 24/7, but you're going to replace old beliefs. If you have old beliefs like it's hard to build a business, it takes a long time to be successful, you want to recognize those beliefs, all right? But here's the thing, you can replace those beliefs just by going to the end and saying, I am a successful business owner, making lots of money, and it feels really good. All right, so that's how you do that. And you can say, I intend to be creative, and I intend that I'm a genius, and I was thinking how I've been to one of Dr. Joe Dispenza's workshops, and he starts every workshop where you introduce yourself to the person next to you saying, hi, I'm a genius. So it's like, it's understanding you don't have to be born a genius. You don't have to be born with great ideas. You can create and make yourself a genius, an inventor. You can make yourself more creative. You can make yourself more talented, anything you want to be. All right, so now think from the end, and what does that picture look like? And now that's it, it's done. You're planting the seed and it's done. What do you do now moving forward? You just know it's done. And you know that every step of the way you might go to a coffee shop and now you run into an old friend who speaks to you about their business and they want to know if you want in on it, or they might just give you an idea for your own business. Okay, so once you're affirming that and having that your own attention and focus on that idea, you are every step of the way, you're already on the path. Wherever you go, you're going to manifest a reality. You're going to have experiences that allow that manifestation to come to fruition. All right. And that reality is already existing. All right, Kylie, what to do if something I wonder if my desires aren't a guarantee, doubting the law? Oh, sometimes. What to do if sometimes I wonder if my desires aren't a guarantee, doubting the law? Well, all desires are a guarantee. The reason they're not a guarantee is when you doubt. Okay, well, here's the thing. You can doubt. You could say, you know what? I'm having doubts, but that's okay because I believe in possibilities, and so you don't have to have this like deep faith in knowing 100%. But if you could just say, I believe in the possibilities, and I would love if all my desires manifest, right? So it's okay if you sometimes wonder if they're not a guarantee, but come back to the place. It's really nice to be a powerful manifester. Okay, so do you want to align with a reality where you're so good, like you're manifesting on autopilot, and wherever you go, everything's just working out for you? Well, what you could start with is creating core beliefs in your own life. Just start to create those beliefs, like I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm in the right place at the right time. Everything's always working out for me. I know this works. I've seen evidence in my own life. I've seen people post success stories. I believe it works. I intend that this works for me. Okay, those are the kind of thoughts you want to have. You have to recreate and reprogram yourself, because 95% of programming before you wake up is all unconscious, and that programming is the beliefs of others that you've adopted, that we've all adopted beliefs, but based on our experiences and assumptions through life. So in order to create a new belief, you just need to repeat it over and over and over to have that new belief. And a belief's not even true, right? So you want to create new beliefs about your reality, new beliefs like, I know this could get better and better. I intend my life gets great, or is great, not gets great, but I intend my life is great. I do see evidence of my desires. Okay, it's okay if I doubt, but I think I'm still getting it. I know I'm still getting it, right? You could even say like that. Okay, it turns more to a hopeful state, a hopeful place. All right, because remember, your 3D reality is a reflection and mirror of your inner world and inner thoughts and what you're thinking and how you believe reality. And if someone's always doubting, you're really going to manifest a world of showing you that you're doubting. And your manifestations are not discriminate. It's non-discriminate. It is just like a mirror. When you go to a mirror and the mirror shows what's within you. Okay, your mirror of reality is showing you your beliefs about reality and what you assume about reality. Okay, Kylie. Yeah, how do I avoid a friends with benefits situation when I'm manifesting a committed relationship with my SP? Today, the video that went live was talking about my client who had a friends with benefits situation for like years. I don't know, was it 2 years or 2.5 years? She started my course, and within 1 week, she completely switched everything with the dynamic of their relationship. They went from friends with benefits to so it's all fresh and new, but I know she is on target. So she went from friends with benefits to him completely changing, taking her out on dates, wanting to spend quality time with her, which was not at all the relationship they had. How did she do that? Well, she downloaded my course and she used that to help identify herself more as a high value person with standards, okay? A high value person with her standards. Her standards being she gets to have the relationship she wants. She wanted a committed relationship. She wanted to be going out on dates. She wanted to be treated like a priority. In order to be that, to experience that, you have to be that person. You have to perceive yourself as that person. All right, so you could do that right now. You just have to assume it. You only need to assume that version of you. And you're not, when you do that, you're not going to look at the 3D reality to tell you who you are. You're going to stay loyal and firm within about how you want to be treated. Okay, Janelle, I want to be engaged next year. SP hasn't asked me to be his girlfriend yet. I just found out after spending 3 days with him that he had a party for somebody, his brand, like he has a brand, and didn't invite me. Okay, well, I'm sorry that he didn't invite you. You need to be affirming, I'm his girlfriend. I am his girlfriend. He sees me as the perfect partner, the perfect girlfriend. I am the perfect girlfriend. You got to see yourself as that person, okay? And you're not going to spend any more time saying he hasn't asked me to be his girlfriend yet. That should completely go away, okay? Because you have to say, I am his girlfriend. I am the best. I am the person that everyone would love to marry. Everyone and anyone would love to be with me, right? So it's a deeper, create that deeper conviction within. I found out the new guy that I like got a girlfriend. Any tips? Don't spend any time with that version of reality if it's not what you want. You need focus on yourself. That's number one, because when you're focusing on the new guy, and I'm not saying that you are, but just recognize if you're putting this new person on a pedestal, like they're so great and they have a great job and they're attractive and I really like them, and you're thinking it's all their world, I want you to stop doing that. Take back your power, bring the energy to yourself, and now you just look at yourself and say, wow, I'm the greatest, okay? I want you to look in the mirror and say, you are the greatest. I want you to believe that with such conviction. Okay, because when you feel that way about yourself, your specific person will feel that way about you, okay? So now, when you feel that way about yourself, you're not going to be like, there is no competition in your reality. You are the God's gift to the world in your reality. You are God's gift. See yourself as a masterpiece, a piece of art. You're the most amazing person. You are like a precious stone. You're rare, you're unique, right? Put those into I am affirmations and see yourself that way. Now, when you think about your specific person, don't think of him and a girlfriend. If you think of him, imagine how much he thinks that you're the greatest and he wants to spend all his time with you. Think about him being completely obsessed with you and like in love with you and at your beck and call and saying, oh my God, I'm like, you see a version of him that's stepping up and planning dates and planning to do things, and he loves to do that for you. Okay, so you got to create that image in your mind and you have to stick with it. And here's the big key is that you're not looking at the 3D reality to tell you how to create your reality. You don't look at the 3D reality. I mean, we see it's just old stuff. It's old thoughts and old beliefs. All right. So, but don't use that as the place to create. Create from a clean slate. Create right now from here. Several sub. How do I manifest SP texting me? We're in no contact right now. Imagine you have you received a text, okay? I think it's kind of nicer to go a little bit farther. Not that you're just receiving a text, because what do you really want behind that? You want consistent communication. You don't just want a text message, because you could get a text message and then go, oh. So get a little deeper and affirm that we are in consistent communication. And what does that look like, being in consistent communication? What does it look like that your specific person thinks that you are the most amazing person in this world? Go talk to yourself. Download my course that I have in my new self-concept course. You need to look at yourself in a whole new way, okay? Maybe you think, I mean, you must, I know you guys, I know that you care about yourself, you love yourself. I want you to see it on even a deeper way, okay? You are the only one. You are the only one. He's not too busy with you. Our assumptions manifest. So how does it happen that you manifest no contact? So you said no contact right now. At some point you were in contact. Here's just an idea of how a progression can work, how we manifest things. Our assumptions are manifesting. So you might have some old belief that doesn't serve you from a long time ago about, let's say it's just like you're in a relationship for 3 months or 4 months and then it just seems to go south. And then that becomes a perpetual cycle because you have that belief. It kind of goes south, okay? And then, well, when it comes to that point of 3 or 4 months, and then you start to wonder, maybe they're working, and you made assumption, is work too, more important than me? And then they go out with friends, and then you start assuming, are friends more important than me? And then now you just start to attract more thoughts along that line of, I'm not feeling a priority and I don't feel important. And what are they doing without me? And oh my gosh, is there someone else? Our assumptions could just start going in that direction because you've already started having a scenario that you weren't a priority. All right. So that's an idea of how that is all playing out. And then all of a sudden there's no contact because there's so much within that's manifesting out. Okay. That turns into no contact. So in order to manifest this person in your life with contact who is like addicted to you and just wants to be with you and wants to hear your voice, wants to call you and say, oh, I want to hear your voice. And what did you do today? And what did you have for lunch today? And they're just like all up in your business because they just want to know about it because it just makes their day and you inspire them. See yourself like that. So you have to create that in your mind and create that and stay firm to the vision. You do that with your self-talk. You do that with your thoughts and your inner conversations. Your inner conversations need to be you seeing yourself as a priority, as a prize, as a high value person, seeing yourself as the one who's chosen and always chosen and wanted. So you need to be affirming that. Husband, honey, what if the desires seem so far away? Then they're going to be far away because, like I said, reality just reflects your belief about it. And if a desire seems so far away, well, you want to start bringing it closer. And how do you bring it closer? Well, you're the creator of your reality. You can affirm things like, I'm the creator of my reality. I know this is coming from me. I intend that this desire is here. Maybe it feels nicer, like more believable to say, I intend my desire is right here. And what if it was right here, right now? And what if I had so all you have to do is start imagining you have your desire now. So you could go into this whole fantasy in your mind, but you're manifesting when you go into the fantasy and say, what if I had my desire right now? What would that feel like? What would I be doing? Whatever that desire, if it's a new home, oh my God, I would be looking out the window and seeing the beautiful view. I would be cooking in that big, beautiful kitchen. Look, that's bringing your manifestation here. With a specific person, the same thing. If we were together today, oh my God, how would I feel? What would I be doing? We'd be cooking in the kitchen together. That would be fun. And my guy, my person would be like, hey, let's cook something together. And you could even create that he goes to the grocery store to pick up all the groceries. So what are you doing? Imagine that. Oh, and then we're watching a movie and then a couple friends are coming over and we're having game night. That's all you need to do. And imagine you bring it here instead of making it feel so far away. You bring it here by imagining. You make the future now. There is no future. There's only the now present moment. So you make the future now. And you just kind of have to practice that. So you practice it in kind of in a soft way. What if? And then you're painting that picture. And the more you do that, it could feel like it's right here, right now. It's all about repetition. It's all about perseverance and imagining it right now with any of manifestation. You have to be practicing it. And you may have to affirm it many times a day to practice that, to feel that, to have a new belief, to imagine it. However, if you're affirming all day and it feels draining and it feels tiring, that means you're working. That means you're working and trying to make it happen. You don't need to try to make this happen because you're the causation. You don't need to make it happen. It's more about letting go of the doubt and the worry and just imagining that reality is right now, because it's existing right now. In order to align with that reality, for that reality to manifest, you need to stay keep coming back to the place of, this desire is mine, and I know this is working, and I know I'm the creator. As long as you do that, you will see evidence. You will see a manifestation. White tea. If you just met a new SP and you're hoping he's older than you, can you manifest that? You can, yeah. You can manifest that. Let's say you don't know his age and you're wondering. That's how lucid reality is, okay? So what you say to yourself, he's older, okay? What do you want? You want him to be older. Then you're saying, oh, he's older. I know he graduated high school this year, and I know he was in college at this time. And just say those things to yourself, because you'll prove it to yourself. How do you know if you need to change things when there has been no movement? Well, the reason there's no movement is because you're paying too much attention to the 3D showing you that there's no movement. The only thing you need to change is your perception of reality, that you already have your desire. So you're not looking at the 3D to tell you. Okay. Persist. You persist until you have your manifestation. Okay. You continue to say you have it until it actually materializes or is realized in your reality. That's what you do. Okay. You don't even necessarily need to change things. It's only that perspective that you're changing. You don't have to change the way you did the affirmation. You don't have to change the way, if you're doing a sleep affirmation, you don't have to change how you're saying your affirmation, but you change your perception of already having. That's the only one thing you need to do. You say, no, I do have it. It is mine. It's all being orchestrated. You're not going to look and say no movement, because when you say, you look and you go, oh, no movement, that's you, then your inner state is manifesting out. The inner state is like, I don't have it. When you say no movement, that's what you're saying. I don't have it. It's not about movement. It's about, you have to align with the reality where you have it. Okay? You align with the reality where you already have it. It's already existing. And that's you saying, there's movement. Sometimes I can't see it. I know everything's being orchestrated. There is a bigger picture. The process is all happening. Okay, it's not a process outside of you, but that could help you feel like, oh yeah, that's okay. It's working, right? The official. I manifested my SP back, but he's acting unfavorably. Should I focus on myself? Absolutely. First of all, congratulations, manifesting your SP back. Do you see that you deliberately did that, right? Do you see you deliberately manifested your SP back in your life and in your world? Now, it's important. You should be recognizing that and saying, oh yeah, I did that. It works. The more you say that, you're reminding yourself that you're the creator and you did it and it works. And if you can bring any version of your specific person in, you can align to any version of them. So now, focusing on yourself, how do you want to be treated? He's acting unfavorably. Let's say it's like he's sometimes calling, sometimes not, inconsistent, right? If that's the situation, then you want to be affirming that you receive consistent communication, okay? And what does that look like, that you're receiving consistent communication? What does that look like to you in your life? Well, you feel important to him. So, affirmations and self-concept affirmations that you could say is like, I am important and I am number one. And I'm number one, not only in my own life, but in his life. And I know I'm a priority, and he thinks I'm the queen of this earth. He treats me like a princess, like a goddess. So align with that version of you. You've got this. Okay, the unfavorable could literally just dissolve away today when you just right now affirm that. Okay, you could have messages today. Now, also look at the new version of him, okay? Because sometimes we look at the old version, then we even revert back to the old version. So make sure, a technique you can use for that is when you think about him, think there's like an old version and a new version. And like the old version who was kind of inconsistent and didn't really call and didn't step up, like that old version is just has gone away. It's still around, but not present in your life. Now visualize like a separate, like there's infinite versions of him, of your specific person. Visualize the new version. What does that look like? Recreate him in your mind. So you could focus on him a little bit. Focus on him as, how does he treat you? And he is chivalrous, and he's kind, and he's gentle, and he's emotionally available, and he wants a relationship, and that's what he wants. And you mutually want these same things, okay? That's the thoughts you're having, okay? You need to be affirming that, and you affirm that, you become that. Heat Marie said, love your video on valued woman. Okay, thank you. I love the feedback. I'm trying to do different things, sometimes speaking slower, sometimes faster, sometimes allowing you to repeat it. Yeah, and you said, do you only repeat those affirmations alone, or can you do SP affirmations as well daily? Yeah, you could do SP affirmations as well. You could do as many affirmations as you want, just don't make it an overload. There is the power in moving through your life, the power of living your joy and living your bliss and having fun where you're not like uber focused on the desire, okay? Because if you're so focused on the desire, are you focused on it because you feel like you don't have it and you're trying to make it happen? Our affirmations will make it happen, okay? But you don't need to feel like you're trying. Clarity, you're amazing. Wait, you're amazing. Were you an early adopter of self-concept work? Oh, I'm amazing. Like, was I an early adopter of self-concept? No, I only started working on my self-concept 4 years ago. Maybe 3 years ago, okay? 3 years ago. But see, this is why I feel like I am evidence of someone who never heard the word manifestation. 4 years ago, I never even heard that word. I never knew about it. I didn't know about law of attraction. I didn't know about law of assumption. I didn't know about any of this. But I had personal things happen in my life where I started experiencing that I was creating my reality, and I shifted my thoughts. And when I shifted my perspective, I saw how reality shifted with it. And that's how I came on my journey. So I am evidence showing you that this can happen so quickly. It can happen overnight. Thriving on coffee. I like your name. Okay, does your course help with manifesting every area in life or just SP? No, it's for every area. You could redo that course over and over with a different topic. You could use that course. It's a general, you take the topic and then you do the protocol like I say with the different exercises. Also, I want to mention going through a course is powerful. When you take a course, think about when you're in school and you're studying and you're really focused, right? So I had so many people asking me to provide a course, and I came up with a course based on all my success stories from my clients. I came up with that course based on my own personal success stories through people I've worked with, even if it's the movement, like what's really working, right? So that's how that all came together. The course came together. And when you're focused and you're doing something on your own and you're putting in your effort and time and you're paying attention, you're going to see evidence. You're going to see movement. So that self-concept course, if you want to lose weight, you just have to use that to lose weight. You want to manifest a better job or a new career or a new business. It's the same thing. It's just a blueprint. I created the blueprint. So you use the blueprint and you take it and use it in every area of your life, whatever area: money, love, relationship, health, body changes, all of that. So, I mean, you could use it over and over. You'll already know the process. It's really just laying the blueprint for the process. Okay, this is all. So manifesting that's what we're doing. We're laying a blueprint for the process. We are affirming and saying how we want our reality to be. That's the blueprint. Defining your self-concept and seeing yourself in the new light. That's the blueprint. All right, so I'm helping you get there. Yeah. With the course, I'm helping you get there. Nikki, I'm so in the state of a retired multi-millionaire that it's hard to go to work. How do I do both? I love that. Okay, yeah, you are retired multi-millionaire. Multi-millionaire. All right, so, well, you know what, like if you're living in the end as a retired multimillionaire, you wouldn't feel like it's hard to go to work. Okay, so you do have to align. I know there's like that aspect of work and that's not in your end goal or the end game whatsoever, but you need to go through the movement and actions of what your current 3D reality is showing. If you're saying it's hard to go to work, now you're aligning with a reality that like it's hard to go to work. It doesn't, so okay, multi-millionaire, retired multi-millionaire. What does that feel like? It feels like free. It feels freeing. It feels like freedom. So you need to move through your 3D reality and know that whatever you're affirming and whatever you're saying and your manifestation and that focus on the desired reality it's being orchestrated. You're already planting a seed. So just like if you planted a seed in the ground and you planted a seed for certain flowers, for roses, and you planted those seeds, right? Those seeds are right away start moving underground, but there's no movement. They're like under here, underground. The seeds are moving. You plant corn, those seeds are moving underground. You just can't see it. But you're not gonna get mad and dig it up and say, I gotta go to work. Okay, no, you're going to say, you know what, I'm working. So if you could just say, I already planted the seed, retiring as a multimillionaire. If you stay loyal to that desire, I know that will be your manifestation. Okay, you will hit that. So you need to persist. You need to persist in that vision and know that you planted the seed and it's done. I mean, you could go into work and somebody could say, I've always admired you. And I'm about to retire, and guess what? I don't have any siblings or people in my life, and I want to give you my whole estate when I die because I don't know people. That stuff is happening all over the world. So retired multimillionaire can come in many, many ways. I know Neville Goddard had a story about the woman. There was a woman that wanted to manifest $10 million, and this is in 1960 something, right? And she came up to Neville and she's like, Neville, and I want the $10 million. Well, what happened was her brother manifested inheriting an estate that was like 60 million or something total, and she got her 10 million. Okay, it can come in infinite ways. You have ways you know not of. Okay, so let go of how it's going to happen and align with the reality that you just know, right? You just create conviction. I know this is happening. Oh, I have some feedback here. Nina, just started your course. I feel less anxious already. Wonderful. Okay. And also, Nina, so for any of you that have already purchased my course, or those of you working with me or have worked with me or in my group, because I see people in my group too. Remember, you're always keep in the back of your mind, what's your intention? Your intention is that you're powerful and you're just manifesting on autopilot and you're really good at this. And whatever you do works for you. We get to create our own beliefs in reality. We just didn't know we could do that. So create the belief, whatever I do works for me. Okay, this is all working for me. I'm powerful at this. I'm really good at manifesting. I'm really good at feeling calm and knowing that my desire is mine. That's how you speak to yourself. You have to create that new neural pathway. That's why you need the repetition. And when you have created a new neural pathway in your mind, that repetition, it's just going to be a natural thought. It's going to be your core belief. And it's just going to be like, yeah, that's how life is. Anuncia. I have doubts, but believe in the possibilities. Beautiful. You just have to believe in that. Yeah, it's okay to have doubts because we don't need to analyze every single thought and word we have in our mind. Okay, we are switching and changing the direction of our thoughts, but there are negative thoughts existing. We don't manifest every negative thought. We already don't manifest every negative thought because we have a belief that it doesn't necessarily happen to us. Or whatever, we have a certain belief around that negative thought, okay? You could create that belief. Negative thoughts don't manifest in my life, okay? But you want to stay consistent on that. All my desires are always manifesting in my life. You got to create your new beliefs or create your new way of life on how your life manifests. Crystal, been listening to I Am the Prize for over a week and it feels so much, feels so different. Yes, the meditation, the affirmations, that helped me in my journey, right? Like saying affirmations and repeating affirmations, you really just have to reprogram yourself. It does change you. It changes your life. It changes your perception. It changes how you feel about yourself. And then once that starts to happen, your world reflects it. And that's that's so beautiful. And it's such a nice feeling when your 3D reality reflects back and shows you that. Okay. And then not only is that beautiful and feel good, but now you create more of a conviction like, oh yeah, I am really a prize. And then people tell you what you are. One person will tell you, and then you're like, yeah, I am. And now the fact that you heard evidence of someone saying that to you, you build your belief. Now, next thing you know, you'll have like 5 people say it to you. I think on a live a couple days ago, somebody said their SP said to them, their affirmations were, I'm obsessed with you and you are a prize. Yeah, so that was cute. I was like, yes. Okay, Lunabella, can you help with assuming that version? Assuming the version, okay, so I'm just gonna go general. You can apply this to a specific person, money, career, whatever it is. Assuming that version, all you have to do is think in your mind, if I'm married right now, what would that look like? How would I feel? What does it generally look like, right? That would look like you feel completely committed to, you feel secure, you feel sure, you feel safe, you feel like you know, right? Like there's this knowing in the relationship, the trust. Okay, so assuming that version is like, wow, I trust this and I trust the process and I know that this is working, okay? And I am the person that people commit to. That's who I am. That's the version of me in a relationship. I'm the version that my man loves. I'm the version of me that I love who I am and I love how I feel every day and I love that I feel really safe in this relationship, okay? So you affirm that version of you. You don't have to do that throughout the day. You affirm that version of you, but you don't want to say contrary thoughts to that. No, I don't know, maybe I'll never find love. Okay, now if you're out with friends and then there's a conversation and the conversations you're having with friends is yourself pushed out from old beliefs, and now a friend might mention, yeah, I don't know, all the good ones are gone, and then you don't even pay attention and you go, yeah, I don't even know, like, will it ever happen to me? And so that's why you want to have awareness of what are your feelings and thoughts on the subject. Okay, and then you change that. Is it possible to manifest changes in physical appearance, and how do you deal with the mirror? Right. Well, I started this video talking about manifesting physical changes like weight loss. It doesn't matter what the physical change is. You affirm whatever that physical appearance. So let's say weight loss, for example. Weight loss, you want to have the thoughts of, first of all, come from the place of love. When you look in the mirror and you say, even if you look in the mirror and go, I haven't lost the weight, you're just going to reflect a reality where you haven't lost the weight. Or, I hate how I look. I hate how my body feels. I hate this. You're just going to reflect a reality where you're not liking that, okay? So you have to come from the place you're thinking from, already having the physical appearance. So if some people want to have like that jawline, right? Now, what do you do with that, right? For an example, that's a physical feature. You affirm, my jaw is firm and tight. It looks amazing, right? You're coming from the place of love. I already love who I am, and I love my body, and I love how I look, and I love how I feel. That's going to align with that. Your end goal is to be in love with yourself and to love what you see. So those are thoughts you want to have. Okay, I love myself, right? Maybe you don't love it and you go, I can't stand it. Okay, but then you go gently through the process of learning to love that part of you. You really have to come from the place of love to get this, okay? So come from the place of love and then affirm, or you could also visualize. Now, when you look in the mirror, Look in the mirror. You could actually replace what you see. That's one, there are infinite ways to do this. You could replace what you see, right? You don't want to like not look in the mirror because you're afraid to look, because that's actually a feeling of, I don't want to look because I'm afraid to see like whether there's changes or not, or like I'm afraid to see that it didn't happen. Okay, so don't make get more in touch with what your inner intentions are. You can look in the mirror and go, you know what, I am beautiful. Here's the thing. With many clients I've had that were manifesting changes in their body, I've had clients manifest changes in their body. I have had changes in my children, changes in my man, changes in my mom, changes in myself, okay? I've done that. I've affirmed it. I've used revision. I've visualized differently. So you visualize how you want it to be. But I've also had situations where even myself or a client they were so in love with themselves at some point they didn't care if there was a change in their body, because your reality is just going to reflect. If you love yourself, your reality is going to reflect yourself. So there's another angle. It doesn't mean that the manifestation won't ever happen, but when you come from the place of love, you will see a reflection in the mirror of reality telling you that, you know, they're giving you that validation that you want. You have to give the validation to yourself in order for the mirror to reflect that validation. You could claim you are the beauty standard. You claim that and you start saying that, I am the beauty standard. And I love how I look and I love how I feel. You will start to feel better about yourself. You will truly fall in love with yourself. Not only that, people will compliment you and go, oh my God, you look so good. And I love how you look. Okay, so you don't even necessarily, it's smoke and mirrors. It's all just a perception. So number one, fall in love with yourself, because right there, then it's easier to come from the place of changing this avatar, coming from the place of love and saying, you know what, I just want to change this avatar. And all my cells are listening to me. And I know my cells are at the cellular level, everyth's happening even though I don't see it. You could say that when you look in the mirror. I know everything's changing and moving at the cellular, you know, that your cells within your body, it's all happening. All right. It's okay that you have to tell yourself, it's okay I don't see changes, because I know this is all happening. I know I'm the creator of my reality, and I know my body responds to me. Okay, it's the same way with a specific person, right? You don't look at the mirror, whether it's a mirror at yourself or a mirror of a specific person. Tell yourself, command yourself. Your subconscious mind is God. Your subconscious mind is creating. Your subconscious mind, the God self, the higher self, that's all the same thing. Okay? It's all the same thing. So your God is at your command. Your subconscious mind is at your command and wants to give you every wish. It's your faithful servant. Your subconscious mind is your faithful servant, okay? But there's also the non-discriminant aspect of it. What are you affirming, and what are you seeing, and what are you feeling? Because if we look in the mirror and we don't like what we see, you can have movement over linear time. You can have some movement over linear time. You're going to see more powerful movement just by coming from that energetic level of, I love and accept myself. Mel Cam. What if SP contacted me, but not as the person I desire? He'll talk to me a bunch, then disappear. You have to spend less. What you could do is do some revision. If you align with revision, revise it. Okay. What happened instead? He talked to you and then checked in on you. He talked to you and made sure that he sent you a good night text, because he wanted to be the last person that was on your phone before bed so you would dream about him. Right? You can revise. Your memory of the past is just a memory. And when you recreate and revise your memory of the past, it transcends into the present moment, into the future. So revision is powerful. Whether you revise, it's the same thing if you just don't pay attention to the past and you just affirm right now the reality you want. So, I mean, either way, it's the same thing, right? You affirm. He is, okay, you have to stop telling the story that he talks to me a bunch and then disappears. You don't want to create that as a perpetual cycle. He's talking to me consistently all the time, more and more. He wants to check in on me. Not check in on me, but he loves being in touch with me, okay? He wants to be by my side all the time. Okay, so you have to completely drop that idea that he disappears. Savvy Fields. SP is having hot and cold energy, trying to figure out how not to associate with that version. Advice. Only focus on that hot behavior. When there's hot behavior, you're giving that all your focus and attention. You're not giving attention to the cold behavior. Those are all old assumptions and beliefs that manifested. And then when you're like, oh, why did he do that? And why is he acting that way? And you're contemplating that, you're just keeping it in your reality. You got to shift your thought. Okay, shift your thought to what's in the end game. The end goal is hot behavior. And what does that look like? Does that look like you guys spent a spa day together and he's like, let's do this, let's get couples massages and let's go and we're going to have a fun day and then we're going to have dinner. So on a Wednesday night, on a Wednesday, he's planning that kind of thing. It doesn't have to be for the weekend. Okay, so you get to make your life what you want it to be. You just have to get a vision of that. And you stay loyal and firm to that vision. Okay, stay loyal and firm to the vision where he is consistently having hot behavior, consistently communicating with you, consistently open and available emotionally, right? Have you gotten clear on recreating your specific person? That would be powerful. Recreate your specific person. I've done that in my VIP group. I have videos that within that group saved about recreating your specific person. I've done that on YouTube. So maybe you go back to some of my YouTube videos, recreating your specific person. Get a clearer picture of what that looks like and keep affirming that version. The job that you have is not to give so much importance to what you witness in the 3D reality, but to rather go within and recreate how you want that version of him to look. That's your power. Creating from the present moment, not creating from a past moment or yesterday or this morning, but you're creating from right now. Oh, best techniques to manifest physical changes. Wrinkles, turkey neck, okay, etc. Well, you don't want to be focusing on all my wrinkles, okay? You say, have a whole affirmation of I am reverse aging and I look beautiful at every age and I am flawless and beautiful at every single moment and my skin is glowing. My skin is so firm and beautiful, right? So those are your inner conversations are manifesting. So you really just have to say how you want it to be. You can even say, I love my wrinkles. I love my wrinkles. I love my wrinkles and I love how they just smooth out. You could even say that, right? Okay. Siciliana, any tips on becoming more attractive? You just see yourself as the most attractive, desirable person. I have videos in my playlist on YouTube about this. So I am the prize. Hot girl walking meditation is powerful, and it's not gender specific. So that's really for anyone. And that is stepping into your confidence. It's attractive to be confident. All of those aspects in that video are attractive. Someone who's secure is attractive. Someone who's confident is attractive. And then there's affirmations like, I am beautiful. I am the most beautiful person in the room, right? So how do you just have to see yourself as attractive, and you do that by affirming it. You look in the mirror and do some mirror work and say, you are so beautiful today, and I love your smile, and I love your beautiful eyes, and your hair is looking gorgeous and looking so good. Just compliment yourself. That's what you're going to do. You're going to compliment yourself all day long, all day. Okay. And as you continue to do that, it will feel more real and it will feel very true. And you're like, you know what? I do feel attractive. Okay. So don't look at what you think beauty standard of attractiveness is, because then now you're looking outside of you to tell you what the beauty standard is. You only have to just turn the energy or pull it to you and say, I am the beauty standard in my reality. I am the most attractive. When I walk in a room, people their heads are turned. They are turning heads to look at me. Okay, but if you look at the world and you go, oh, well, that's the beauty standard and I'm not that. Now you're manifesting a world where you're not. Because look at the world. Look at celebrities or actors. There are so many celebrities that are just, they have something about them that is so attractive, but they wouldn't be attractive by what beauty standards are. Hold on for the ambulance. Okay, so, but when we look at the outer reality to tell us what, because we were on autopilot with disempowering beliefs for a lifetime. You have to, don't look outside of you to tell you what's beautiful and what's not. You create that you are. And if you start saying, I am the beauty standard, I'm telling you, someone will come up and tell you, you're like the beauty standard, okay? You will have that experience when you affirm that and you see yourself that way. And I have my goddess meditation also that's powerful. I am a goddess. What's the new one? Also, look at my playlist on YouTube. Any of those are going to be helpful. High value woman meditation. You're high value. Anyone would love to have a chance to talk to you or to date you. So you only have to create that image by seeing yourself that way, having the thoughts of that version of you, right? And it can happen really quickly, and you'll see evidence. Remember, everyone is yourself pushed out. In your reality, everyone's a reflection of you. There is no one but you. An extension of everyone in your reality is an extension of you, your thoughts, your beliefs. They arrive and come into your world based on your own belief system. So if you believe that you are so attractive, then you will manifest a reality. But we have specific beliefs and general beliefs. So you probably have a belief that your best friend thinks you're attractive and you're nice, or maybe you don't have an opinion about it. And your best friend will say, oh my God, you look great. What are you talking about? Because that's your belief about your friend's opinion about you. But now when you see someone you put on a pedestal way up here, like that attractive person, and you go SP, and you go, oh, but they're so attractive and they look so good. And now you're putting them on a pedestal, and what are you doing to yourself? Okay, instead of doing that, you got to empower yourself. And your specific person's just someone, wait over here. You're a specific person, and other people in your life, they come into your life as it's like a messenger. They're like a messenger, just as a mirror reflecting what's your inner world. Beliefs that you hold about people, beliefs that you hold about certain people, stereotypes that you hold about certain people, judgments that you hold about yourself and certain people, right? All of it, the sum total of all your beliefs about reality. So release judgment. Become aware if you're making judgments about yourself or criticizing yourself or others. Become aware if you're making judgments, criticizing, stereotyping anyone or yourself, because that will be in your reality. I gotta go, guys, because I gotta do some things before I go out of town. I gotta go drop my dog off with the trainer while I'm gone. I love you guys. You are powerful. If you need additional help, I have my free Facebook group. You can join that. There are people that can help you if I'm not available to answer questions. I have my VIP group. That's a monthly subscription group. It's support. I go live in that group all the time. I have a live Q&A where you can ask your specific question, and we get to the bottom of that. I do some rampages of affirmations in that group, and I have all different topics. I have my new course available. It's powerful, lots of success stories already. And if you want one-on-one coaching, I have that available as well. So you guys are powerful. I'm imagining and intending that you see evidence of your power in your reality. And have a great day. Bye.